I have a serious inquiry for anybody watching this video right now, especially if you live in the United States. Please listen to me very closely. I don't care if you are a Democrat. I don't care if you are a Republican. I don't care if you are a liberal. I don't care if you are a conservative. I don't care if you like me, like my content, dislike me, or dislike my content. Please listen very carefully to the following question I have to ask you. Do you not understand what's going on? Or are you just dense? Are you oblivious, or do you just not understand what is going on? So, basically, if you don't understand what I'm talking about, my last post I told you about Donald Trump asking for, well, basically any person that has any sort of sense of morale, of good, of like good being, of a good human nature, to be executed. And the reason for this is because they are telling the members of the military to not follow any sort of unlawful order that DT gives out. Now, I want you to go into your textbook, look up any sort of dictatorship. This means the Mustache Man, Nicolae Ceausescu, Pol Pot, Stalin, Mussolini, any sort of dictatorship at all, Mustache Man included, honestly. And I want you to compare that to what he is saying right now. This has stopped being about political parties a long time ago. It has stopped being about Democrat versus Republican, liberal versus conservative a long time ago. It is now the people versus the big government. And it's unfortunate that it has to end like this. And it's unfortunate that I have to be the voice of reason to speak out about this sort of manner. I am 17. I am currently studying civics and U.S. government in my class right now. And I am bound to take the test in a couple of weeks from now. So here, let me like try to breathe for a second, because I know this should piss you off. This should piss you off very much right now, because basically he's resorted to basically killing anybody that he does not disagrees with him. Basically, he's resorted to killing anybody that disagrees with him. And there are people actually defending this. There has been a bunch of people. I go into my comments, by the way. I check the ones that have been filtered out too. So I go into my privacy settings. I check like the comments that get filtered out. There are people calling me dumb and illiterate for basically trying to make sense of the shit that's going on, which is crazy to me, because I unfortunately have to speak out for the silent majority. So, yeah. So what do we do about this? I don't know. If I say anything more than I want to right now, I will get banned off this app, and the FBI will come hunt me down. So, what do you do? Because at this point, what is there to do? We're fighting against our own. In both situations we will lose. If we actively go against the government, they will hunt us down one by one. It does not matter what we do. We just lose. So in this scenario, because I don't really understand much of what to do in the war. I'm not the war general, but the protests need to come back. And by protests, I mean the no king stuff at this point, that it's not going to work. I unfortunately, as an attendee of one of those protests, that kind of protest is not going to work anymore. And I'm not sure if you listen to Bring Me the Horizon, which is one of my favorite musical artists, but I want you to take into consideration these words right now. There is no peaceful revolution. There is no war without blood. And people need to stop standing at their computers or phones being keyboard warriors behind a screen. I know who you are. You're not slick. I know who you are. I read every single comment that gets posted under my videos. That means the filtered comments. I know who you are. And I need you to stop being the absolute fools that you are, get off your screens and do something right now. In a matter of time. It's not even in a few years. It could be in a few months or a few weeks, depending how fast this plays out. I need you people to gear up and prepare for something that's probably going to ruin the state of the United States as we know it right now. It could be the second civil world war. What? Hold on. It could be the second Civil War for as far as I fucking know. It could be the second American Revolution for as far as I fucking know. Because remember, I am 17. I am a high school student. I don't have any sort of like bachelor's degree or master's or PhD in this sort of history department or about political science. I should be taking political science in my college, but instead I'm trying to apply to an acting school in New York. So I need people with any sort of rational sense right now to listen to what I'm saying. Please gear yourself up and prepare for what is coming, because this week, next week, or any like sort of day after that, it can happen at any point. All he has to say is one word or a couple words or a whole speech, and then you'll see how much of this country moves like a light switch. You'll see how many people show their true colors and how many people actually care about their country and are concerned about their future. You will learn very fast on how bad a civil war like this could possibly be. I promise you. In the American Revolution, that shit was violent. In the Civil War, that shit was violent. And in this modern day, with the sort of technology and weapons that we have, if we enter in this sort of thing right now, the damages will be irreparable. Nothing can be reversed. And so, obviously, I'm not saying to resort to any sort of like violent demonstrations, violent solutions to this sort of thing right now. All I'm saying is that please prepare. Please prepare. Do anything in your community and get people to realize what is going on right now. Again, this is not a matter between Democrat and Republican. This is not a matter between liberal and conservative. It is the people versus the power. Please come to terms and realize that your neighbor should be your friend. And the ones in power, you have to come and realize that at some point this shit's gonna spiral out of control. It is a matter of time before history starts repeating itself. History has repeated itself multiple times. I'm not sure if you've realized this, but history has repeated itself multiple times. Dictatorships have replicated in several different other countries. We were always the ones that have been prepared to stop them from going into dictatorships. You saw what happened with the Cold War and domino effect of communism. We realized that that was bad, and so we did something to stop it. But here's my question to you right now. When that happens in the domestic case, when that happens in your home country, when you know so much about how to deal with conflicts around the world, how do you deal with a conflict within your own country, within your own within your own nation, within your own state, probably within your own county, town, city, whatever? How do you deal with a domestic threat like this when you know how to deal with global threats, international threats, anything? So, my minutes of recording are closing out, so I want to say this right now. If this video gets taken down, you know exactly what happened. If my account gets banned, you know exactly what happened. This is me trying to speak the truth, trying to speak rationally, trying to speak like any sort of sense of like common sense and rationality. And this is me trying to be as normal as I possibly can to help you understand what is going on. I am 17. My name is Minvu. Have a good night.